Hello everybody. Today I want to discuss about how does tribalism work in Africa and how can we use it for uniting Africa. I've come to discover that there are more than 3,000 tribes in Africa and they speak 2,000 languages in Africa. And this is a lot of diversity when we put it in a positive way. It means Africa has the variety of people, variety of tribes, the variety of languages. But unfortunate part of it, we have not used it for our unity, our development, and we have not exploited the real value of tribalism. Tribes exist when people come together to share same values, to share same traditions, and to have one vision. But unfortunate part of Africa is that tribalism has been the source of division, has been the source of it has caused a lot of civil wars because people are fighting for land, people are fighting for kingdoms, people are fighting for resources. Like traditionally and historically, many cultures have been invading other tribes so that they may hijack cows, they may hijack the land, and it has happened throughout history, which means Africa is poor because of a lot of tribes. Because the more you can't unite to utilize the resources, you can't unite for business issues, you can't unite for technology issues. You are always fighting in a tribal and ethnicity way. That one it is a hindrance for African unity. And that virus is not yet discovered and it is not being talked about by Pan-Africanists. It is the main problem we should first fight. Until we bring out one tribe, the tribe of an African who shares the same value, an African who shares the same vision, an African who shares the one tradition, we shall not unite. Take an example. When the colonialists came, they used these tribal misunderstandings to colonize Africa. Because, like, I used the example of Uganda. When the colonists came, they used Uganda to fight the resistant King Kabarega of Bunyoro. He was resistant to colonialists. They fought him using the same people of Uganda, the same tribe of Uganda, the same of Uganda. Even see what happened to the Democratic Republic of Congo. How the French used the king to take slaves, and many things happen when the people are thinking of tribalism. And nowadays we see it very vivid. There is corruption because of tribalism. It is easy to corrupt somebody because he's not of your tribe. There is a favoritism. You favor the one from your tribe, hence leaving that one who is resourceful, bringing that one who is lazy, who is not competent enough to occupy the space, to occupy the position, and you end up putting your tribal. And that is really putting African down. Some of us have been judged because of our tribes. We have been evaluated because of our tribes. And we have not been given opportunity because of our tribes. This happened in my home village, my home district, where there is even a form to write to when you are going for hospital, they have to ask you what is your tribe. Why do you ask me my tribe? purposely that they know there are some tribes which are of less value, others are superior. That is the problem with Africa. And we have that mentality that your tribe is superior than the other tribe, and the tribes which are considered to be inferior, they create that low self-esteem within the people. And the unfortunate part of it is we train even our kids to inculcate this culture of tribalism, to hate the other tribe because they are of inferior race. No, no, no. Why should we continue with this virus within our Africa? Like what is happening? The genocides, Rwanda, it was because of tribalism. The xenophobia in South Africa, tribes. The Zulu, of course, they never wanted any stranger, and that's why they are always in conflict. We have many people like what is happening in Nigeria, how tribes are fighting. You see what is happening in Uganda. They were Nyankole and the Bahima are abusing the Bairu. They bring issues all connected to tribalism. Now, politics has been tribalistic throughout Africa. We find ourselves voting for a person from our tribe, even though he's not competent, but he's of your tribe, and you end up selecting a bad leader because he's of your tribe. That is a problem with African tribalism. Until we address this problem of tribalism, we shall never unite. And when you see how people are making analysis of tribes and the ethnicity, they are bringing in the issue of the South Africa and North Africa. They have different tribes, and North Africa have different tribes, and they are trying to see how we can unite, but it's really very hard until we bring that issue of saying that my tribe, I'm an African. By the way, even I can't mention my tribe. My tribe, I'm an African. Yes, we have the sense of belonging because we are social beings. We like to identify ourselves with certain group of people, certain culture, certain value. But if we want to unite Africans, let's think of how we can bring the tribe of one Africa. Forget you have funny tribe. What is the function of your tribe anyway? Has it helped you to develop? Has it helped you to do business? Has it helped you in your education? Has it helped you to be identified or to get any job? It has done nothing than just creating divisionism, the embezzlement, and a lot of things which is happening in the name of tribalism. Therefore, leave alone your tribes. This is nonsense. When it comes to Africa, we don't know how to respect other tribes. That's why even we are not respected in other countries, in other continents, because we have that hatred within our hearts. Okay, we have that hatred, and it is that hatred which we reflect to other people, and they end up hating us because we are African. We hate ourselves. And when you hate yourself, when you don't love yourself, when you don't love your neighbor, nobody will love you. That's why even these people, they see you as people who are just there. It's not their own makeup. Sometimes it's what we project, how we appear. When you have inferiority complex, of course, everybody will take you as inferior. Therefore, let's leave the issue of tribes. Let's be proud of African tribe. I'm an African tribe. Now, for me, I'm launching a tribe. This is an African tribe which will unite all tribes in Africa. Forget all the tribes and make your own an African tribe, because all of them, they don't do anything good to unite Africa. There is nothing good in other tribes because we believe in the same culture. If you see our marriage rituals, they are the same. When you see the way we speak, they're almost the same. When you see how we handle issues, almost the same. We just create differences for nothing. Therefore, let's unite as one tribe, as one race, as one nation, as one continent, that's when we shall develop. That's when we shall flourish. That's when we shall utilize all our resources. That's when we shall love each other as brothers. I love you, my brothers, because I don't have a tribe. I'm an African. I remain an African tribe. My tribe, I'm an African. Thank you very much for listening to me, and may God bless you.